I don't remember where I got this book, Uranium. It's a relatively recent, excellent book by Tom Zollner tracing the history of uranium. And a lot of it takes place in the Congo in Central Africa, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, because the Congo has some of the richest and most diverse mineral deposits on the planet. And a lot of these are exotic minerals that are profoundly important in computer applications, cell phones, radar, fiber optics, a lot of things that are militarily significant. And as a result, the Congo has been an ongoing war zone throughout at least my lifetime. I remember as a very small child when, you watched the news on black and white television. Well, I didn't really watch it, but my parents had it on. I remember hearing about Patrice Lumumba, and I heard it so often. He was assassinated. He was a Congolese leader that was assassinated, maybe by the CIA, I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Patrice Lumumba, Katanga province, that's a province in the Congo where there's ongoing constant conflict and bloodshed. This has been going on for, like I say, at least since I was a little kid. The United States is militarily involved in Africa up to its eyebrows, supplying arms, training various factions, fomenting warfare among factions. I read today, and I don't know how authoritative the figure is, but that in just the last 4 years, there have been 4 million deaths in Central Africa as a result of warfare supported in some measure, encouraged, supplied by the United States. We have military personnel in over 150 countries around the globe, and they are not all there to build schools and hospitals for children. They're there to train local military, to torture and murder civilian populations, to promote one political faction as opposed to another, ultimately so that various U.S. and multinational corporate interests can have control over the riches of countries around the world, minerals and other natural resources. Now, am I saying that this is bad? Well, I have my own feelings about it as a citizen of the United States. That's not the point of this message, however. Control of all of this does not lie in the hands of our elected representatives. Well, we don't have elected representatives, but the members of Congress are purportedly our elected representatives. They're actually the representatives of the political parties and vastly wealthy and powerful individual and corporate entities. But all of this military action around the globe by the U.S., all this slaughter, is controlled by the corporate interests primarily that profit from the weaponry, the munitions, the supplies, everything that goes into warfare. And a lot of this blood money finds its way back into American politics via campaign contributions, various types of bribery and graft, giving very high-paying jobs to some member of Congress's brother-in-law. You know about all that. Now, should we be doing this? Should we be doing some of it or none of it? Where, when, how? Those are decisions that should be made in the most sober manner, and they should be made by citizen representatives in Congress, not by criminals in Congress who operate secretly and dishonestly and corruptly. There's nothing more serious than warfare. Children are being slaughtered daily, tortured. There's nothing on this earth more serious than that. And we citizens have that blood on our hands until we take charge of the situation by carrying out political revolution to institute genuine citizen representative self-governance so that we, the people, can sort all of this out and make the best collective decisions we can make. Okay, Bell Buckle, Tennessee, reporting. I'm sorry it's a grim report, but it's the fact of the matter, and it's serious. I don't blame the individual members of the U.S. military who are stationed overseas and who are involved in these various military activities. They are in the military because they want to serve the nation, and they carry out the missions that they're ordered to carry out, and they're told that what they are doing is essential for national security. In fact, it's essential for the profits of corporations that I've already explained sell the weaponry and munitions and so forth, and also that obtain the natural resources, the minerals that are available around the globe that these corporations want. And finally, I want to clarify, I mentioned torture. Although there have been instances of U.S. military practicing torture, I don't mean to imply that that's the general practice. What I meant is that U.S. military are training foreign governments and various factions that themselves then practice widespread torture and slaughter. This is something that the citizens of the nation must take charge of, regardless of the collective decision or decisions that we ultimately make. These decisions have to be taken away from dishonest, corrupt, secretive politicians and their corporate cronies.